outside this safe space,
Yes.
what was it like in the rest of the school?
Well, it was, the other classrooms, like, the teachers, all the teachers, actually, I loved all the teachers, but, there was definitely, like, like, certain kids were in certain rooms, like, we were definitely, like, the more, like, free-spirited, more artsy type kids, in the one room, and then it was kind of like, how would you describe the other kids?
More like the jocks and, like...
Jocks and kind of...
Like,
Like, how do we be nice about this?
I don't know how to be nice about this.
The not so nice,
it was like just
But we were friends with pretty much everybody.
I
But there were kids who were nice, but would still kind of throw around, racial slurs and say racist things or say homophobic things and stuff like that. Even though they were friends with us, they'd still, go around and say stuff with, like, no filter, pretty much.
Yeah.
And,
Were you able to respond, or were the teachers able to respond to any of this?
it's kind of just how it was, the teachers didn't really try anything to enforce.
We didn't even know how to respond.
Exactly.
Right.
It was like they were all testing the limits, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't know, like, we had limits, but we didn't know how to, like, enforce them.
Especially in the beginning, like, it was really hard to kind of stand up for ourselves. Like, we kind of just...
Right. We didn't even have, like, the language to do it.
No.
And we didn't, like... We hadn't really found our community yet or anything, and we just didn't feel that, like, confidence yet. And so it was really hard. It was hard at first. Like, people were, like, walking all over us, and, like, using really disrespectful language and like these little microaggressions, right? Yeah. So, but over time we did, like, we got, like, stronger.
Towards the end there, it was, we finally, like, put our foot down and, put people in their place, told them it was not right, and,
well, some stuff happened, like...
Definitely,
and we had to, like...
talk about that?
Yeah, build a thicker skin.
Yeah, there were definitely... Well, I mean, you had gone to that school, before we both went together.
Yeah, like, I actually kind of was, like...
Because Daya was, like, back and forth with Toronto
triggered to even go into this one classroom where, like, a lot of the kids were, because I'd actually gotten, like, beat up just from walking into that classroom, like, before Jay had moved up with me. So...
Was it, like, a homophobic?
It felt homophobic, because it was, like, I had befriended this other girl, and we were, like, always hanging out, and then, they totally, like, targeted us, and they, like, we just walked in, we were trying to see our teacher, and, like, and they, like, attacked us and said that they didn't like the way we dressed, and they didn't like the way we, like, they just didn't like us, then, like, that was when it was like, okay, why? So it felt, there was definitely, like, some weird stuff there. And
were you able to get any support from the teachers?
No, I didn't get any support, like, at all.
And they didn't do anything?
They didn't, like, report it. They didn't, like, she attacked me. She was, like, strangling me by the time they had, like, gotten her, like, they, like, came. And, so,
They didn't do anything.
They didn't do anything. Yeah, it was all, like... she told me if she had to do something, if she had to punish her, she would have had to punish me, right? So that was the whole thing. It was, like, equal instead of justice.
Right.
And, I remember, like, sitting there and, like, looking her in the eyes, like, my principal in the eyes, and telling her that, like, I couldn't trust this school or her. And, like, I don't think I went back again for a long time until Jay moved back up. And we were like, okay, so we should probably try to go to school and, like, we could do this together. And we definitely had a guard up, but it, like, we made some good allies, some really good friends.
Definitely.